Smoking like you.
Wow, get that taste out of my mouth. Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing something crazy here. Hoping this is going to work out well, but here's what I'm doing. This is a normally open 12 volt electric solenoid. So I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to hook the boost hose back up. Looks like I'm going to need a longer boost hose now. Anyway, so I'm going to hook this up. So the theory behind this is when you go from twin turbos to single, you lose some of your Jake brake power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a switch up into the dash, and when I use the Jake brake, this is going to stop the airflow to this cylinder. Now normally when I Jake brake, I get a maximum of 20 pounds of boost, but that boost opens this up and opens this housing up in here to the large housing, and I don't want it to do that. What I want it to do when I'm jaking is to hold this shut, possibly spin the turbo faster, create more drive pressure in here, which is in return going to give me more retarding power. If this works, and it better, what I'm going to do is take the switch out of the cab and then just hook it direct into the Jake brake signal from the ECM. So every time the Jake brake or the ECM sends the signal to engage the Jake brake solenoids, it will close this off, stop the airflow to the cylinder, and keep this shut. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, this is where my viewers come in really handy. This is my standard tap and drill form that Dave Anderson sent me, David. And I've got to drill a hole for 1/8 inch pipe thread. So here's taper pipe. So I need an R drill bit. So let's go find an R drill bit. Oh boy. Okay, this is an R bit. Okay, here's my problemo. I bought an adapter to screw this thermocouple. Okay, this is a 1/4 inch. I'm not going to use him. I got some 1/8 inch ones. But the bore in here, there's too much length, and by the time you screw this in, it's here. Anyway, the thermocouple's not going to stick out far enough to really measure any heat. So I'm cutting this off, and I'm going to thread this 1/8 inch. So I got to drill that out. And yep, I'm using the hacksaw, sorry. what I'm doing. Using the hacksaw. And I'll cut it off and then fall in the garbage can. Guess I ought to move the garbage can. Woo, there it goes. Okay, this is what I ended up with right here, is this. And this will give me enough to get a socket in there and tighten that in the manifold. It's not going to have to be real tight. And then that saves me from destroying the OEM plug that went in there. I'll put this back in when we're done. Don't throw away your WD-40 can lids. They work good on ether for cleaning. They're awesome for that.
This is the thermocouple I'm going to use. Unless I gotta go a little deeper. I can do that now.
Okay, I'm going to call that good. That's got to be plenty enough for what we're doing. Oh, I love this stuff. I love the fact that I got subscribers that want to help me out and send me stuff like this. The chart, the vise, the O-ring kit, the little goodies you send me. I love it. Can't say enough about you for doing that. That is just awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. So in return, I'm going to be sending you some hats and calendars. How's that for payback? You're getting paid back. Okay, time to put this plug in the hole right here in the manifold. Okay, so the thermocouple, the adapter is in, so now all I got to do is put the probe in, and I'm going to put it in deep. We want to go deep with the probe. Probe deep, yes. Deep as we can get her. And then tighten her up. Okay, you remember in the video where I got these this dual EGT? I found it on the interwebs, and I bought it from a company it's called HGSI, Harold G. Shavitz Industries LLC. It's called the Sensor Connection. I'll leave a link below. But if you're looking to put a dual EGT in so you can see your hot side and your cold side, this particular gauge that I bought's awesome because you got two LED displays. It has an alarm. It has a maximum temperature setting. In my videos, you'll notice that mine starts to flash around, I think, 900. I've not read through here to figure out how to set this yet, but I need to do it. It's just a matter of, see, there it is, configuring high temperature alarm points. So I've just got to walk through that and do it. These are awesome people. My whole point of talking about them was the fact that I ordered the gauge and I ordered the 1/8 inch pipe adapters, and it didn't even dawn on me that the exhaust bung was going to be 1/4 inch. That's generally what they are. Anyway, they sent me a set of 1/4 inch stainless steel bungs for free. So I still had the 1/8 inch ones, which worked out absolutely fantastic because, as you saw, I just had to cut the end of this adapter off and then drill it out and thread it 1/8 inch pipe thread. Now on the other side here, the same thing. This was easy. I didn't have to weld in my pipes and put a bung in. See, here's a weld in 1/4 inch bung like you'd see for your after turbo, but this cable has an 1/8 inch pipe tap in it. So all I did was screw into that and put my thermocouple in. So what you're going to see is the top number has always been the hot side. So the top number on the gauge was always the temperature before the turbo. So I am using that one for temperature before the engine. So this is straight out of the turbo. The one on the other side will be the inlet manifold, which will be the bottom number. Okay, so I have this fitting in the manifold, and I've got a couple of feet of copper pipe here, and this is to keep the heat out of the gauge, which is mounted here. So the copper goes up here, and then it goes to plastic, which I have around here. But here's my camera mount. I want to thank Frank Cunningham. His YouTube channel is Diggin' OK. Go check it out, because in my entire life I have never seen a guy who can dig trenches like Frank. Frank, you are a wizard at that. You're really good. So he uses one of these, and he was kind enough to send me the link, so I bought one. So I'm going to mount the camera here, so you're going to be able to see the gauge. Okay, and I'm going to try to do a split screen when I do the video. So you're going to see in the truck, you're going to see the boost gauge, and you're going to see the temperature probes. So you're going to see the temperature of the air after it's compressed and leaves the turbo headed for the charge air cooler. That's going to be the top number. The bottom number is going to be the temperature of the air inside the inlet manifold on the head. And then you're going to see the boost pressure, which is the boost pressure inside the manifold. And then you're going to see the drive pressure, which is the pressure inside the exhaust manifold before it goes through the turbo. So I don't really know what we're going to see here. This is going to be very interesting to me. I'm doing this so that people can see this, so they can get an idea of how the switchblade works. A lot of people have commented that this increases drive pressure. No, it does not. The switchblade does not increase drive pressure. It's just a variable size housing, variable ratio housing, the way it is.
It takes a special breed to be a truck driving man, and a steady hand to pull that load behind. Big wheels rolling, moving on.
Okay, good morning. It's Tuesday morning, and I'm gonna go get the 336 and bring it home. So, what are you gonna get to see today? Well, what I've done is I've got, geez, it's the first day of spring. I'll be darned. March 20th. Ain't that interesting? The one in the manifold's hotter than the turbo. I think it's because it's been, the head's hot, cylinder head's hot. So, after sitting, it indicates like that. But just remember, this top number is out of the turbo. This will be the hot number. That'll be the cylinder into the intake. That'll be the cold number. we're coming to this short, steep grade. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to shift down, but I'm just gonna let her chug, see how hot we get on the boost side. We're at 400 right now, trying to hold our speed. I got the cruise set about 67 right now. We're running 1700 RPM.
alright.